Look, you've been grinding for months, maybe years, building something you believe in, but growth? It's stubborn, slow, unforgiving. It's like you're pushing a boulder uphill while everyone else seems to speed past on some secret highway. You're exhausted, frustrated, and the anger builds up inside because every new partnership sounds good on paper but rarely turns into the rocket fuel you expected. So what's missing? Here's the brutal truth. You're probably ignoring the power of silent partners, and that mistake is burning your chances for real, explosive growth. Nobody talks about silent partners because they don't fit the shiny startup story, but those quiet, often invisible players can open doors you didn't even know existed. They come with resources, networks, and most importantly, a kind of leverage that's invisible to the loud, flashy investors fighting for your attention. The ones screaming for equity, the ones demanding control. Silent partners? They don't just invest capital, they bring stability, wisdom, and a laser focus on long-term value that's pure gold for someone who's bleeding energy trying to scale. So here's step 1. Stop chasing every loud investor waving a check. Instead, map out who could be a silent partner in your network. This isn't your best friend or your cousin who wants to help. These are connected, serious people who can back you quietly, with no drama, no interference, just solid trust and aligned incentives. How do you find them? Look where your vision overlaps with theirs, not just in money, but in influence and complementary skills. Reach out with an offer that's not about taking their cash, but about building a genuine, mutually beneficial alliance. Don't pitch a generic deck. Talk about the problems only they can solve, the unique edge only they can give to your growth. Now here's where most founders mess up. They want these silent partners to just put in money and stay passive. It doesn't work like that. You must define clear roles with laser clarity. You want their expertise, their advice, their network, but they stay off your back. Set boundaries from the start. Create a system where their involvement is a resource you tap when you need the turbo boost, not a constant weight pulling you down. This balance is rare. It's the secret sauce. Step 2. Use silent partners to unlock hidden markets, untouchable channels, or connections that respect long-term game over quick wins. They're often insiders in industries, sectors, or geographies you can't just buy access to. So don't just ask for money, ask for introductions, advice on product positioning, insights on customer behavior, even help navigating regulations. If they're silent, let that be their power. The less they interfere, the more they protect the culture and focus of your startup, which exacts a toll on founders drowning in noise. Here's the kicker. Silent partners demand trust and performance. That means you cannot deliver half-baked ideas or vague plans. You need to be obsessive about building trust through transparency, regular updates, and relentless execution. They invest for growth, but more importantly, growth that sticks. Build a system where your milestones align with their value. Set targets that change the game in measurable ways. This turns silent partners into guardians of your trajectory, not just bankers. Finally, embrace the freedom silent partners offer. Freedom from frantic fundraising cycles. Freedom from public drama and knee-jerk decisions forced by loud voices. When you have silent partners who believe in your vision and back it with patience and precision, you get to focus on the hard work that actually moves the needle: product, culture, customers. Use this breathing space to push boundaries, to rethink everything you thought was impossible. If you're serious about growth, stop wasting energy on the wrong partners chasing the wrong signals. Identify those who move in silence but whose impact can be seismic. Build a tight network of these people, professionals who don't flash their cash but share your hunger and bring more than money. Connections, expertise, patience, firepower you can rely on when the noise is too loud. This isn't about luck. It's about discipline, strategy, brutal honesty with yourself about what you need and who can deliver it without messing your focus. Silent partners hold the key, but only if you chase them with purpose, structure, and relentless demand for mutual value. Do this right and watch your growth go from grinding and crawling to explosive and unstoppable. Now go find those silent giants. Your future depends on it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check the featured link to learn more.